Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello fellow students, let me introduce myself. My name is Novilia Mandini with NPM 2241217 from Accounting Study Program. Today in this video, I will discuss a very important topic which is risk management. Risk management is a very crucial process in the world of business and organizations. It helps us to identify, assess, and mitigate potential threats that can affect the operations, finance, or reputation of the organization. With a good risk management, we can make more proactive planning and decision making, ensuring the long-term success and sustainable of the organization. Before we go any further, let's first define what risk is. First, risk is related to uncertainty. This is the uncertainty about events or outcomes that could impact the achievement of our goals. Second, risk is always related to probability and impact. That means we assess the likelihood of an event occurring and the extent of its impact on the organization. Third, risk does not always mean something bad. Risk can be a threat, but it can also be an opportunity that, if managed well, can actually provide benefits. Well, risks themselves can be divided into several types. There are strategic risks, which are risks that can affect the direction, goals, and even the competitive position of an organization. Then, there is operational risk, which is related to daily activities such as errors in the production process or system failures. And the third, financial risk, which can impact the organization financial performance, liquidity, and market position. So, how do we identify risk? There are three main approaches. First, we look at internal factors. This means we are looking for potential problems that may arise from within the organization, such as human errors, operational failures, or technological issues. Second, we also need to pay attention to external factors. For example, market change in government regulations, or natural disasters. And third is we need to involve stakeholders to gain various perspectives on risk that we might not be aware of ourselves. After all the risks have been identified, we create a risk map, a kind of risk map to visualize and prioritize those risks. The next step is to conduct a risk assessment. Risk assessment involves three main things. First, we conduct a risk analysis, which involves evaluating the likelihood and impact of each risk. Second, we prioritize risks by ranking them based on their severity and the organization tolerance for those risks. And third, we quantify the risk, assigning numerical values to them so that we can measure their financial or operational impact. After that, we move on to the stage of implementing risk mitigation strategies. There are four main strategies. First, we can transfer risk, for example, by insurance or outsourcing. Second, we can avoid risk by not engaging in high-risk activities. Third, we can mitigate risk, which means reducing the likelihood of occurrence of impact. And fourth, we can accept the risk, which means acknowledging that the risk exists but calming activity while preparing an emergency plan. Of course, all these efforts must continue to be monitored and controlled. We must continuously monitor the organization's risk profile to identify new risks that may arise. In addition, we also need to measure the performance of our mitigation strategies. Are the strategies that have been implemented effective? If not, it certainly needs to be adjusted. And equally important, we must continue to communicate and provide transparent reports to all stakeholders. Now, let's discuss about Enterprise Risk Management or ERM. ERM is a comprehensive risk management approach across the entire organization. In ERM, risk management must align with the organization's overall strategy and goals. To implement ERM effectively, a risk-aware organizational culture and a strong government culture are needed. In addition, we also need to pay attention to regulatory and compliance aspects. Every organization must ensure that they comply with all laws, regulations, and industry standards related to risk management. Risk management must also be aligned with the principle of good corporate governance, including attention to data protection, cyber security, and information technology control. Finally, three are a few important points we need to remember. Risk management must be carried out proactively and systematically. It's a continuous process, meaning we must constantly monitor, review, and adapt to environmental changes. Risk management must also be integrated into strategy and decision making and also organization culture. And most importantly, effective risk management can enhance organizational resilience, protection assets, and create long-term value. So that was the explanation about risk management. Thank you for this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next video.